Hello guys, it's one day after race. I'm sitting on the deck of my Airbnb at Steamboat Spring. Just want to record it as I have the fresh memory from the race. I completed it in 34 hours 55 minutes. Again, it's tough. I didn't feel like pretty beat up compared to last year. Yeah, let's talk to elephant first. On mile 88, I was about to drop out at Long Lake Aid Station. It's because at mile about from Summit Lake, between Summit Lake to Long Lake, basically it's at 82-83 miles. I begin to have confusions. So I see like RVs, campers, some stuff like that in the wood, but actually it is not. It's just falling trees. So when I see rocks, the rocks become kind of a vehicle, or maybe sometimes rock shaped like an animal. So basically, I see things not itself, and also I cannot compromise the concept of the course itself. I try to figure out the distance between Long Lake to Mount Werner, but I can't. I cannot do the calculation, and I cannot think straight. So by the time I ask someone, I think two bikers come by, so I asked them if they can take me to the Long Lake Aid Station, so I can drop out. The guy was pretty kind. He gave me some water and told me it's about a mile to that aid station. So I drank some water from his water pack. The water tastes the same as what I taste from my flexible flask. So I was thinking the water or the flexible flask have issues. It caused the taste of the water. Hi, little guy. Hi, another little guy. So and then I realized it's not the issue of water. Its issue is with my taste. So whatever happened, so I cannot taste water as what normal water will taste. So it's just like this bitter plasticky taste of the water. So weirdly enough, the energy drink, Tailwind and Scratch, they taste the same to me. So back to the story. So it turned out it's not 1 mile to Long Lake Aid Station. It's about, I think, 2 to 3 miles. It was a long walk. So by then, I have dizziness. I cannot focus. But I think there is a one turn to the Long Lake Aid Station. I actually go past that intersection. I go to the bank of Long Lake. Then, so after I didn't even think about. I have my watch already have track on it. So basically, like I kind of lost my mind, as I say. So I cannot focus. I keep having the confusion or humiliation from whatever caused to me. So then get to Long Lake Aid Station, I asked to drop out. And a volunteer, I think his name called Colin. So I hope I remember your name correct. I think it's Colin. He gave me some salty broth, so that helped me clear my mind a little bit. So I still feel fuzziness, but basically they said if you want to continue, you can continue. I would say the second unsuccessful attempt to DNF, run rapid run 100 miles. So last year it's car. This year it's Colin. I had some food at the station, then I continued. So from Long Lake to the finish, about 12 miles. So I still have some dizziness. I think my mind is a little bit clear, but not fully clear. So I managed to finish the race. So after the race, my face was like completely white, and my body is swollen. It looks really big. And my wife even said, so by the time you approach the finish line, so the clothes looks like you, the hat looks like you, the shoes look like yours, are yours. So but you don't have that big belly. So that's how swollen I wouldn't say I was. I'm still swollen right now. So then I go back, sleep through last night. Then we had to go to the urgent care this morning because I woke up in the morning like my face was swollen. So I would say my face is swollen right now as well. And so I got 3 liters of saline IV get into my body. So at the beginning, from last night, I did some research. I thought it's low blood sodium. So because all the symptoms, I checked all the box for low blood sodium. I think it's called hyponatremia. Yes. So, but it turns out, so they did a urine test on me. So the result shows I'm pretty dehydrated. And also dehydration also can cause swollen as well. So yeah, I didn't realize I was dehydrated back then. I think because the weather is cold. So think about some highlights from the race. So first, the weather. The weather definitely is a killer. So I'm so glad because I put my warm clothes at Olympic Hall. Because I thinking it will be cold at night, so I can pick up my warm clothes at Olympic Hall. But in the race briefing Thursday night, so just a reminder, so everyone running the race should go to this mandatory race briefing because it's really they are really sharing some important information there. So have a reminder for weather. So the only thing they remind us to do to bring warm clothes. So then I was going back home. I'm imagining the weather, what could happen. So it could rain during the day, right? Then I asked my wife to rain jacket. So I put that into my bag. So it turns out it's the best decision I made for the race, because if I don't have that jacket, I will not survive to Olympic Hall. I will not survive the first 50 miles. So during the day, first the storm was coming. So we have hails. So we have heavy rains. The next day, so we have heavy rain again. So that jacket keep me warm. So keep me from the rain. And also I'm lucky enough, by the time the rain or the storm getting bigger, I was mostly at the stations. I think on the first 50 miles, I feel pretty good. I really don't think a lot at the first 50 miles. Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking during the race is how, during the first 50 miles of the race, is how am I going to go to the next station, and how much nutrition I will need to go to the next station. I'm still learning nutrition wise. nutrition hydration wise, I've been running ultras for not a lot, several 50 miles. So this is my second 100 mile. So not getting the nutrition part a lot, but it's definitely very important to runners. So I think on the first 50 mile it went pretty well. So I can, especially for nutrition, hydration, I don't think I'm really good on it. So I think that is one reason maybe causing the dehydration for me. During a section of the course, I only think about the next aid station. So the goal is to get to the next aid station. So I don't want to think 100 miles that long. So what's the time? So I have my cheat sheet, the 30-hour pace guide I printed. What's the pace I need to be? What kind of how long it's going to take me to the next aid station. But I think by the time I get to Olympic Hall, about 30 minutes past my 30-hour pace guide. But I did spend a good half an hour at Olympic Hall, changing clothes, getting food, eating food. I did eat 3 bowls of congee during this race. I don't know if it's good or not, but I did it. I brought 4, but I only used up 3. The first 50 mile went pretty good. I think I made late on some hydration after maybe Billy's Rabbit Hole. I think by the time I first see some hallucination, at second time I went back to Olympic Hall, I saw my son's face on the carpet. His face was like a coin size, but it was on the carpet. So I think that my first son see some confusion that come from. Then also from Olympic Hall to Olympic Hall, so the 13-hour course, it really yeah, I just feel a little bit off. I know it's, so I think in ultra it's really hard to tell, at least I'm at my level, especially when you pass 50 mile mark. So what's causing your problem? You are really tired. So we set off, I set off, I got lost. So I didn't even I think when you get off of Olympic Hall, you should turn right. I didn't do that because my watch keep getting error and using that track. So basically I had to restart a new course, so I cannot see the previous course, previous track I did. So that first mistake. So I turned left, did about 1 kilometer extra, I think, back and forth, I don't know. Yeah, they did some extra back there. So then from Olympic Hall to Dry Lake, so I just feel really tired. So now I look back, I don't know it is caused by dehydration or maybe just you using up all your energy. So that course is just, I keep walking, keep me getting, but I just kept getting tired. So I have shortness of breath. So that maybe one sign of hypothermia. Some highlights from the race. Another one is I had 2 runners high. So same as last time. The first runner's high is at 50 miles from Dry Lake to Olympic Hall. It's all downhill. So I think I made that 6 to 7 miles in about 85 minutes. Yeah, another runner's high is at Mount Werner to the finish. So I think that I completed that set at 6-mile session. I think it's 70 or 75 minutes. I was running at 7 minutes 40 seconds per km paces during the last section. Yeah, I was thinking through the races. So because at the beginning I thought my confusion, my dizziness is caused by low blood sodium, but it turns out it's dehydration. And when I go back to look at the races itself, it may be right. So because I definitely don't count how much water I need to drink during the races. So this may be a good reminder for me in future races. So just have a log, just keep drinking water, keep drinking electrolytes. I'm still not quite sure what sodium, electrolyte, water, also your sugar intake, so how their relation is. So still learning on that. It's definitely a lot to learn for 100 miles. If you only look at the distance for 30-hour pace, it's really not that speed-wise. It's only not that hard. But I think the devil is in the details. It definitely has a lot to do with other stuff, like my shortness breath. I don't know. Like if you have low blood sodium, then it can so this article I read online, so basically it can cause water in your lungs, and also maybe in your brain, so it causes shortness of breath. So I'm not quite sure. My shortness of breath during the later part of the race is caused by low blood sodium or dehydration, maybe both. I'm really grateful. So my parents, my wife, and my kids are here with me, travel with me for such a long distance, to come with me for the race, and also worried about me during the race, and even worried about me more after the race. I'm really grateful for their support. Thank you for all the volunteers. So you have a great race here, you have great mountain here. Yeah, the runner cannot survive without volunteers. Special thanks for Colin at Long Lake Ice Station for all the beef broth for keeping me running. Yeah, that's really helped me a lot. So another thing I want to talk about is drop out. I don't think my case suit to everyone, and the consequence could be fatal or could be severe if something really happened to your body. So like this time, I was thinking I was hypothermia. When I came back home, then the doctor did blood test on me. The doctor did urine test on me. It shows I'm pretty dehydrated. So yes, I was thirsty, but I was thinking I have hypothermia, so which I need to limit my water intake. So that was really dangerous. So when you have a person dehydrated, then I read something online, it says, oh, you are not supposed to do that. Yeah, it's pretty, I would say, really everyone use their own measurement to see how you want to treat this. I think I'm lucky. So I was able to continue. So from last year and also from this year, after attempt to drop out, but I don't think it suits to anyone. I'm also really grateful for Carl and Colin, that encouragement at the station to keep me moving on, keep me finish the race. Yeah, again, 100 mile has a lot to learn. I'm really humbled to see what I can learn from the races, and will keep learning. And also I have a shout out to Kevin, who actually watched my video online and say hi to me during the race. So I'm super happy. So someone is actually watching my videos. Yeah, that makes me happy. I think that's it. See you next time.